My name is Lizzie, and my channel's name is Live Life with Lee. I have uploaded a lot of videos. You can watch long forms and short forms and my recorded lives. Today, the topic for the live which I am taking is about the in law syndrome. Here, first of all, I want to make it clear that I'm not telling about everybody. There are good people and there are not good people also, as you all know. So I'm taking a general view of the in-law syndrome, what the daughter-in-laws are facing. If you are lucky or if your children are lucky, they will get good in-laws. But if they are not lucky, it's most probably it should not happen. But there are bad in-laws also. As we can see in many cases in Kerala, so many suicide cases have been there. So many different things that come in the news, which is really very sad to hear. So, let me first of all tell you that I'm not telling that all are bad, but there are bad people. But we don't know because in front of the public, in front of the world, they are very good and they act very nicely, very sweetly. But inside the house, they are very poisonous to the daughter in law. Here, the husband, if he is matured enough and if he takes a stand, then definitely he can he can have a or make a difference in his wife's life. But if the husband is mama's boy, please don't misunderstand me. Mama's boy doesn't mean that we should not look after our mother or our mother-in-law. We should, and it's our duty to look after them when they are old. But don't be a mama's boy, because you should be matured enough. If you are married, you should be matured enough to understand and differentiate between what is correct and what is wrong. Actually, there is a place for everything in our life, isn't it? There is a place for mother, there is a place for a sister, there is place for a father, there is place for a wife and children. And everybody is very important. We all know that. So, but in the initial stage of marriage, what happens is that husbands forget that they are husband also, because they are living with their parents from years, so they are not able to understand that. Here, I'm not blaming anybody. Understand the situation that is normally going on or girls are facing. And here, the husband is also facing because he can't take side of anybody of them. If he takes side of his wife, his mother will be feeling very low or insulted. And if he takes the side of his mother or sister, then the wife will feel that she doesn't have anybody. But I think everybody together can make the life of the newly wedded, that bride who is coming into their house as a daughter-in-law or a sister-in-law, as a wife, everybody in that particular house of the husband's in-laws house, they can make their daughter-in-law's life better if they want. But in many cases, it's seen that it's not so. And the girl is, sometimes she is 23 years or sometimes 24. Maybe they are, their age is more in the marriages which is taking place nowadays. But before, like 10 days, 20 years before or 20 years before, The girls were 23, 27, 26, like that. And they were studying or they were just working and they get married. They're coming from a family, as we all know, there are two children mostly. We don't have five, six children like before. Hi, Shreya, how are you? Welcome to my live. I was discussing about in law syndrome, like many of the girls are facing. So, if you liked it, please like like it. Thank you so much for supporting. So, what I'm telling is that the new girl, when she comes to your house, she's she's leaving her family, her city, her friends, everything. Only she has her husband who she knows little bit, if it is not a love marriage. Thank you so much for liking my channel. And how are you? Did you had your lunch? So sweet of you to come and support me. So, oh, thank you so much. So, if you can relate what I'm telling, please say yes. So, I'm telling that if it's not a love marriage, if it's an arranged marriage, the girl only knows little bit about her husband in the initial stage, and the mother-in-law, sister-in-law are very new to her. The situation of that house is new. She doesn't know much about them, and in that case, what happened? Varna unsubscribe you means what? I didn't understand. I didn't do anything to you, my dear. I never unsubscribe anybody, I never do that. Because I know even you, we work very hard in this blogs, making the vlogs. It's not so easy. I could have slept now, but I didn't do that because if I do that, I have a lot of other work also. What happened? Why you are unsubscribing me? What happened? What is the reason? I didn't understand. Please tell me. I didn't un- I didn't understand. Tell me what happened. Why you want to unsubscribe me? I didn't do anything wrong to you, I suppose. It's your wish. It's your wish, my dear, but I will never, if I subscribe you, I'm not going to unsubscribe you. I never do that because I value each and every person in my life. And I know, because dear, here I am, we are in this world not for, like, we don't know. It's a very short period of time. It's better that we love each other, we support each other. It's not in the YouTube only. In any sphere of our life, we should support each other. So, I was telling you about that everything is new for that new bride who is coming, and she's very young also. So, she should get time to adjust with the new family. And for her, it's so difficult. We should understand because she has already left her family, she had already left her sisters, brothers, and her city, her friends. So the in-laws should be cooperative to that. In many cases, we see that the mother-in-law is very possessive. I'm not telling about everybody. Please don't misunderstand me. There are very good mother-in-laws, but some are very possessive towards their son. But try to understand that the new girl has not come to take your boy or your son from you. Your son will always be your son. But for her, he is her husband. And in the initial stage of marriage, every girl wants to be with her husband. Not because of some other reasons, don't take it otherwise, but she wants to go with him. She wants to talk to him so that they may understand each other. She wants time, she wants attention of her husband. But sometimes what happens, because of the possessiveness of the sister in law, who is maybe elder to her, and the mother in law, it becomes very difficult for her to live in that house sometimes. But this nobody knows, because in front of everybody, some people act very nicely. And this I'm not telling you just like that. It's a fact. I have seen it myself. That's why. In many cases, they act so sweetly in front of others. They talk, they behave as if they are very good people. And they may be good to outside people. But what they're doing inside their house, nobody knows that. Because they have a very good filtration of themselves in front of others. But they may be very, very poisonous to the girl who has come as a daughter in law or as a sister in law to their house. Please, please don't do like that. She has not come to take away your son from you. No girl comes as a bride or as a daughter in law to destroy any house. Believe me, she comes because she likes her husband, they got married, and really they came to your house because she is ready for that. So it's very necessary that the in law should also cooperate with that. And it's very bad that you complain to your son, about your daughter in law when she is not there. This is a very bad practice. Don't do that. It will create tension among your son and your daughter in law. After all, don't forget that your daughter in law will be the first one to help you when you need. Your daughter will get married and go. She will have a lot of responsibilities in the house she goes and will not be able to come when you need. Only your son, and that too, your daughter in law, will be the first one to reach out to you. So please try to understand this. Pleasing others outside your house is good. I'm not telling we should be good towards everybody, but only showing good behavior towards outsiders and inside you are totally different, that nobody knows, is not at all good, and it will affect your relationship with your daughter-in-law in the future. Try to understand that your son and your daughter-in-law are married. They should get space and time to talk to each other. Please don't interfere in their personal matters. Please don't be so possessive about your son. He is your son and will always be your son and will love you. And he will love you more. I'm telling you, he will love you more if you are good to his wife. Because in his mind also things will come after a period of time, that why my mother and my sister, they don't love or respect my wife, it will come in his mind. Why do you want your son to think like that? Because, see, your daughter in law is not an outsider. Again and again, I have been seeing that every time this word outsider is used, how can a daughter in law be an outsider? I don't understand. A daughter in law is a member of your family once she's married to your son. She is like your daughter, she is like your son. But if you always say to her that she is an outsider, will that not hurt her? And I will tell the daughter in law also that we should respect our mother in laws and father in laws. And the mother in law should love the daughter in law as a daughter. I know it's not practical, but at least I have seen in many families that the mother in laws are super nice, very nice. But there are families where the mother in law create a lot of trouble between her son and the daughter in law. And try to understand that in the initial stage of marriage, your son and your daughter in law need space. That is the time when they really want to be together, both the boy and the girl. I will tell you an example where I have seen that the girl was married, she came to her in law's house. The boy was very nice, very nice. His nature was excellent. He loved his wife like anything. But slowly, slowly, this mother in law and sister in law tried to, say something wrong about the daughter in law or to their son and brother. What happens that if someone says lies about someone again and again and with confidence, we also believe that lie. And this is common. I'm telling you, please don't believe what others say with a very sweet tongue and with confidence. It's not necessary that it is correct. And because of somebody saying, you believe that and you try to explain these things to that poor girl without understanding what she went through is really increasing her pain, nothing else. Unless and until we don't know the both sides, please don't pass judgments about one person. What happens? Some people are very nice in playing games. They may be the main reason of poisoning the peace of the house, but that they will not tell. Because in front of the society, they behave as if they are very good, very polished, very well mannered. But that doesn't mean that they are good in their house. That doesn't mean that it is good. Please try to understand that. The newly wed daughter in law, she has come from a family where she is loved, respected, her views are asked, but suddenly she's planted to a new home where she doesn't know anybody. And if it's an arranged marriage, she knows a little bit of her husband. And the husband is also very cooperative, very understanding. But if the sister in law and if the mother in law continuously, because of the possessiveness, they try to create tension between these her son or brother, then it will really affect the life of both your son and his wife. You know what happens, that there should be a genuine love for each other in the family. It's not that I have seen in some families that if they talk together, there is always a gap between the daughter in law and others. In some families, the main decisions or anything they talk about, you know what, without saying, we can understand by the gestures, by the way they say it, and by the way they communicate that you are welcomed or not. It's not necessary that they have to say that don't sit here or we are not talking to you. No need to say all these things. Everybody has got brains, God has given. And you come to know very easily that you are welcomed or you are not welcome. You are made fun of something. And you will be thinking that you are doing a very great thing by making her feel low, making her feel lonely in your group, in your family. But one thing here the in-laws forget is that after some time, your daughter will go, everybody will go, but your daughter-in-law will be there. She also needs support. She also needs love. She also needs some pampering. She also needs motivation. She also becomes tired. I don't understand that why there is a difference in the approach of or behavior towards the daughter-in-law and the daughter. It is always there. And here again I'm telling you, I'm not telling about everybody. In some houses where there is, the daughter has a lot of privilege and the daughter-in-law doesn't have that. And the height of tragedy comes when when the wife is not there, the husband is made to realize all the lies which may not have happened also in a twisted form, all the stories, by belittling the daughter-in-law. Everything is said to him by his mother or sister-in-law. And this husband, if he is matured enough, will try to understand what's wrong. He will ask his wife what went wrong so that he can understand both the situation and decide. But if he is a mama's boy here and he's not matured enough, he will believe whatever his mother or sister has said and will himself insult or say good or bad to his own wife. And this hurts a lot, because if it's true, then it's okay. But if it's not true, it is all made up lies, it hurts very badly. And slowly, the relationship between the husband and wife becomes very, it becomes tense like. So those who ever do this, I will tell you, they all face their karma. God is seeing everything. You are cunning, you know how to manipulate, you know how to be smart and good and very well mannered in front of others, and at home you are quite opposite to it, nobody knows about it. And even if that poor girl tries to tell her sorrows to others, nobody will believe her. Everybody is going to believe the mother-in-law and the sister-in-law, and in that case she suffers a lot. Don't be a reason to increase the suffering of innocent people, I'm telling you. Some neighbors, some friends and relatives also come into this category, not all. Again and again I'm repeating, not all have faced this situation. There are very good people, but some becomes, some doesn't have that. So those who have that privilege to be good, to get good people, good in-laws, it's God's blessing. And those who have not got it and they try to express their sorrows, don't try to judge them without knowing the story. Some people, what they say, they come to your aid and you in your good heart, you try to explain what's going on in your family. And the other party also says something. But if they are very strong, they look very good, well mannered, well educated, all will believe what the opposite party has said. And this girl already facing so much in her in-laws house, plus the people who are coming to counsel her, so-called counselor, I will say without any certificate, they add the pain to this girl. Please don't do that. Don't be the reason for somebody's tears. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Because you don't know. You are coming as a counselor yourself. You don't know the reality. You don't know what had happened. You will only believe the strongest side. You will believe the people who are telling it with tears, with emotions, because they know how to manipulate the things. It may not be always be correct. I'm repeating this. And the other side, the poor girl, because of her frustration, because of our traumas, she may be shouting and telling it to you just because she wants someone's support. And then you are telling, as a counselor, so called, who has declared themselves as counselors, they are not certified ones, that they themselves declare the judgment that the girl, it's all the fault of the girl. Please, I'm repeating it, please don't do it, because you don't know anything about that family, anything about the girl clearly. It's like seeing the film in some clips here and there. You will not get the whole idea of the story. Maybe in the climax, the whole story is changed. So don't try to be a counselor if you are only blaming one party for that without even understanding the problem, because already that girl is in trauma and you're adding to that. Remember that. It's very dangerous because that girl may be crying after that. It's not a normal thing to play with somebody's emotion, I'm telling you. Those who ever counsel about these things, you don't know the actual situation. And some people, they take side because some people they like, or because of their talking smartly. Some people can manipulate people very easily. It's very easy for them. And you believe that whatever they are saying is correct. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You don't know the actual situation. You don't know who is at fault and who is not. When you don't know who is at fault and who is not, just by listening, just by listening to someone, how can you make judgment that this person is correct and that person is correct? Because a person who can manipulate things, who can change their behavior outside and inside their house, can do anything to make you believe that what they are saying is correct. Some people are very smart in acting. You will never ever know about the originality of their behavior unless and until you live with them. Some girls, they face so much in their marriage. Their in-laws have no respect towards their parents, the girl's parents. It hurts a lot. Whenever they come to their house or come to visit, you can see the face, by the face of the in-laws, that they don't like the daughter-in-law's parents to come to their house. But if any other person will come, they will just welcome them like anything. Some people, they talk with others so respectfully. Nobody can even imagine that inside their house they behave with their daughter-in-law as if she is a servant. A servant also. Nowadays, if you talk to your servant little bit angrily, they will leave the job and go. Nobody is going to work at your home. But I would say like a slave, because a slave cannot go anywhere. A slave is a slave. They have no rights, no values. And nobody will believe that. If a daughter in law says it to somebody else that, see, they are behaving like this to me. But if she can't convince the truth, many times it happens that truth is not able to convince itself. But what is not correct or what is lies are convinced. People believe the lies because it's presented in a very beautiful filtered form with so much happiness, so much love, and so much emotions. That's all acting. That people believe lies more than anything else. And it's strange in this world. Lies are believed and accepted, but when a person says the truth, it's not accepted. As we can see in Kerala also, so many girls. One woman, she did suicide with her two daughters. Then another also did suicide with a small child. And another woman in Dubai, or I don't know where in Saudi, she was killed very badly by her husband. And so many cases. They were continuously telling about what was happening with them. Nobody was there to help them. When such thing happens, the whole society comes together for condolence and all. I'm asking this question to the society. Do the girls who are married, they have to take their life for the society to understand what is happening to them? It's not that many women in their life have tried it. They were facing so much in their marriage. They tried. It's not that they didn't try to take their life. But somehow, with God's grace, they didn't do that. I think the society nowadays needs so much validation, so much attention, or so much filtered form that they believe that filtered lies than the truth, what is being told loudly. People don't believe truth nowadays. They believe the lies of people. And some people are so good in manipulating others that they make them believe whatever they are saying is truth. But believe one thing, God is there. And I know that very nicely. God is there. He's seeing everything. He knows what is wrong, He knows what is correct. If you are the reason for somebody's marriage, that somebody's marriage broke, you added to the pain of that family, then be ready for your karma. I'm not warning anybody, but this is what is what's going to happen. And if you are a person who is listening to one party, listen to the other one also. And with your mature mentality, try to understand and don't try to judge anybody. And one more thing I want to tell here, that only the person who have went through all these pains in their life, all these tortures in their life, can understand the pain of others. If you have never understood what is mother-in-law, what is the mother-in-law's torture or the sister-in-law's torture, you never faced your husband being not believing you because of your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, or anybody else. You have never faced your father-in-law saying something about you, not respecting your boundaries. How can you understand the pain of others? Only and only that person who have went through the pain themselves know the pain of others. Others will think it's like she's not good, she doesn't have the quality to be a good daughter-in-law. A daughter-in-law only is bad. Please don't judge according to your limited intelligence and mind. Don't do that. You are putting your hands in boiling, not water, I will tell oil. You'll burn it very badly. Because what you're doing is not at all correct. You're judging, but you're partial. You don't know what the girl has faced because nobody is going to tell you about that. And when the girl is telling you that this happened, you are not believing, then what's the use of judging? Because you are not judging by listening to both the parties. If you really want to help someone, try to talk to both of them and try to understand that the girl is not that matured, but the parents should be matured. The elders should be more matured than her. And I think if little bit love you can give to your daughter-in-law, she will do a lot of things to her in-laws. But again and again she is hearing and facing these insults. Again and again her mother-in-law is talking bad about to her husband. How can she face all these things? Here I want to give an example of one of my friends. They are 5 sisters and one brother. So in the summer vacations, she goes to her mummy's place. And she was seeing her other sisters were also there. All these sisters were seeing that their brother's wife used to get up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Their mother used to get up in the morning and she used to make tea for everybody. She will make breakfast also for everybody. Then slowly their brother's wife will get up. So it was going on for a week. Then all the girls, my friend and her sisters, asked their mother that, Mummy, why you allow your daughter in law to sleep till 9 o'clock in the morning? Who sleeps? We get up at 5 o'clock, do everything, and go to school. Why do you allow her? This, if you are doing like this, she will continue to do like this, and you will have to do all the other work. Their mother listened. My friend told me, our mother listened to all five of us girls. Then she said, see, my daughter-in-law get us at 9 o'clock because there where she was in her parents' home, they had business. Nobody got up in the morning. They all used to open their shop. They had marble business, marble stone business. They used to open their shop at 12 o'clock. So no need to get up in the morning. So she's used to get up at 8 and 9, and she told me that. And she is now newly married. So it's not, she cannot change her behavior very fast. And my friend's mother told that, see, you girls are coming to my house in the vacation. Otherwise, you are all very busy. My daughter-in-law, she will be the only one who will be there to be with me if anything happens to me. And she will be the first one to take me and who will be with me in the hospital or anything. Even if she gets up at 9 o'clock, if I make the breakfast, what's wrong in that? My friend's mother told like this. After that, she cooks the lunch and dinner. And that too, my friend told that my mother helps, but main cook she is. So what's the problem with you? And plus, my friend's mother told that it's better that you girls come here, eat whatever you want, enjoy everything, enjoy your holidays, and you go peacefully and take whatever you want. But don't interfere between me and my daughter-in-law. How sweet it is from that mother-in-law. And the mother-in-law is not educated also. See, I felt surprised to listen to her. I said, your mother is so sweet. The daughters try to inject negativity in their own mother against their brother's wife. But how matured that mother is. She said, you all will be coming just for holidays. And otherwise you are so busy. If something happens to me, the first one who will be with me and always with me is my daughter-in-law. You will come afterwards. So better eat, drink, enjoy and go. Take whatever you want. But don't interfere in my and her relationship. How beautifully she explained. We have mother-in-laws like that also. And I would say we should respect that, such type of lady. They are noble ladies. They are angels in this world. And there are many who are very good. So why can't we be like that? Some things, if she's not getting up in the morning, it's not because she doesn't want to. Because in her house, there was no need for that. So it will take time. See, if somebody is not doing something, before pointing and shouting to them, it's better to make them understand lovingly. Because with love, people understand it more than by shouting at them or pointing all the negative sides of them. Because I think that none of us are perfect in this world. None of us are perfect. We all have good side and bad side also. But what I'm trying to say here is, There are good people and bad people, good mother in laws also, and bad mother in laws also. Good are always good, they don't have to act to be good. But the ones who are cunning, they act to be good in front of others. When somebody comes to their house, oh, they will act so nicely, so beautifully. They know how to manipulate things, they know how to manipulate people, especially their son, their brother, and all. But try to understand that this is not going in the long run. Your daughter-in-law will understand how to adjust. She will lead her life, and she will have a successful life. But you will be frustrated by what you're doing, because whoever tries to belittle some people, whoever tries to make others suffer, or whoever are the reasons for others' tears, do you think that God is not seeing all these things? Will God like what you're doing? And plus, you're manipulating all these things and telling to someone else a different story which never happened. And that person is so much affected by the way you are talking, and they indirectly or directly try to teach your daughter-in-law what she should do. And the tragic part is that, or the funny part is that, that poor girl has never done what you have told them in a very cunning and polished and filtered way. So you have done double sin. First, you have manipulated the things what never happened. You try to impress those people who will talk to your daughter-in-law or her father and mother. You try to manipulate their minds, and with your smartness, you are trying to convince them that whatever happened is only and only and only and only because of your daughter-in-law. Please, do you think that God is not seeing all these things? And the person who behaved as a counselor, he or she may be innocent, but don't they have their own minds to judge what is correct and what is not? Nobody will hate anybody unnecessarily. I'm telling you, nobody will hate anybody unnecessarily. There is reasons for that. And they will manipulate, some of them will manipulate their own son. It's very, very, I think the worst form of behavior against their daughter-in-laws. And if that boy is not matured, is a mama's boy, he will never understand this cunningness of his mother, because he is so much blind-headed by the behavior of his mother. So how much more sin you are doing? Remember that. That girl came to your house as a daughter-in-law. She came from a house where she was treated as a princess, loved by their parents like anything. And what did you do? God gave you a daughter instead of your daughter. And what did you do? You broke her heart into pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces. And you manipulated people who know her so that she is insulted. And they just spread rumors and rumors and rumors about this girl. But there is a God who sees all this. Here, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just taking a situation where there are good mother-in-laws also and there is bad mother-in-laws also. I'm not taking side of anyone. Not at all. But try to understand. Those who are going to be mother-in-law, those who are mother-in-law, those who were mother-in-law, everybody should be respected, I'm telling you. I'm not blaming anybody, not judging anything, but don't do like this purposely. It will be very, 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 very bad for the days which are going to come. So we all have to face karma. We all know that. Whatever we do in this world, we are not living, we are just living for few, only very short period of time, my brothers and sisters. Why can't we love others more? Why can't we understand more? Why can't we listen to people more? Why do we pass judgment so easily without knowing the truth? That's very, very tragic in nowadays world. Truth, there is very less people who support the truth. In the initial stage, I'm telling you. Nobody is with the person who really wants to say the truth. But the one who is manipulating things, very cunning in talking, filtering everything which never happened, and when they just serve it in a very modified form, how can the other person accept it and believe that whatever they are saying is correct? And believing that, plus you are passing judgment on that poor girl and spreading rumors about it. Don't add to the pains of others. You don't know how many tears have been gone through that eyes. How many sleepless nights that person have maybe have faced. You don't know that. Don't be a reason for somebody's tears in this world. We are living here, very short period of time we have come here. Live by giving happiness to others, by encouraging others. You don't need money to do that, isn't it? Is it that much difficult to spread love, to spread compassion, to give empathy, to give your love and care to others? Don't judge just by listening to somebody, some person who are trying to defame the name of others. Try to be well matured. You don't know, you believe some rumors and you start judging, and directly you are going to say to that person who didn't do anything, you are blaming the victim, not the victimizer. It's very, very tragic in nowadays world to do that. You don't know how many sleepless nights that person maybe have gone through. Don't be the reason for somebody's tears, because some tears are very dangerous, as it is written. Very dangerous. God also values the tears, our tears, as it is written in the Bible. I will collect your tears or keep your tears in a bottle. How much valuable are these tears? Why to be the reason for somebody's tears unnecessarily? Huh? Why to be the reason for somebody's tears? If you are here, be human first. Before being a mother in law, before being a mother, before being a sister, before being a neighbor, before being a husband, before being anything, be a human being. Try to understand others' feelings. If you are not gone through such situation, thank God for that. But don't judge according to your limited intelligence by hearing only one side of the story. Listen to both the sides of the story and ask God what is correct or what is wrong if you don't know that. We are not gods to judge someone blindly. Don't think that many people know you or you are in a very good position, you can do anything. I'm talking about everybody here. And if somebody thinks that somebody is doing something to someone and nothing will happen, don't think that also. We have to answer everything in this world. We have to face everything what we are giving. If we have done good, good will return. If we are done bad, definitely bad is going to return. Everybody, including me also. So why purposely you want some misfortune to come upon you by just adding to the pains of somebody else, someone who has not done really anything? Please don't interfere in any husbands or wives matters. In the initial stage of marriage, each girl wants the love of her husband, and that everybody knows. So let them live their life. Let them be free to enjoy their married life. Don't be create hindrances in somebody's marriage life. If you are a mother-in-law, be a good mother-in-law. Your son will not go anywhere. Don't be possessive about your brother or son. A good son will always love. And if you love your daughter-in-law also, she will love you and serve you like anything. No girl in any form will come to your house to destroy your house. But don't be the reason to make her think so. And please don't say all rubbish things that never happened to your son as a mother-in-law and to others. You think that you are doing very smart things, and by manipulating all these things, you are becoming a better person in the society. But in the long run, the karma returns. Whatever we do here, we have to face the consequences. So, at least thinking about the future, at least do good. Good people are always good. But those who manipulate, those who are cunning, they are not at all good to their family also, to others also, but they will never have peace of mind in their life. And 101%, write it down. I'm not telling in mere words these things. I have seen this in many families, many people. Those who are cunning, those who are manipulating, those who try to make others believe all the lies, they can never live a peaceful life. If we have lot of money, if we have lot of intelligence, we are very superpower in this world, whatever we have, but if we don't have peace, what's the use of all these things? Nowadays, peace of mind is very precious, precious than gold. Many don't have that. Many don't have peace of mind. They have money, they have richness, they have power, they have everything. But when they are alone, they don't have any peace of mind and happiness. If you don't have, think what you have done wrong. I'm not judging anybody. But before doing anything wrong, even through your words, at least thinking about your future, don't do that. Because if you want a safe and secure future, try to help everybody. Try to be a good human being. You will never be at loss by being a good human being. Everybody wants little love, little praise, little support. What else? And that too you cannot give. And that too to your own daughter-in-law. And just trying to manipulate what she has never told you, trying to spread rumors about her, trying to defame her life, defame her name. Do you think you are doing some smart thing? For a little while, it's very good. You may think you are very smart. The person you are telling also maybe think they are working very smartly, helping people out of their marriage and all. But in the long run, this will not get you anywhere in life. So I will just tell you that first of all, leave all these in law syndromes and all, and be a human being. Be a human being. Spread love, spread kindness. If you can do it for even one person, you're creating a heaven in their lives. Why do you want to create hell in others' life without any reason? Let us all be human beings. Try to make this world a better place to live. We have a lot of people who are cunning, manipulating. Already people are tensed by so many things going on in their office, in their personal life, and everywhere. Why do we want to create extra tension in people's life by manipulating what they have never said, by spreading rumors? Let's be good human beings who can spread love, kindness, happiness. Let's make this world a little heaven before we reach heaven.